First of all, Assalamu alaikum. I'm going to do my best to keep it low. I know everyone's hungry, so we'll get on to that. Most of the stuff that I've written down has been covered, and covered really well by all the speakers. But I just want to give a few examples of what education can do and what it can get you. If you look at where we are now, information and technology is moving rapidly. If you look at it, the way things it's shaping the future, it's not only shaping the future, but shaping our thoughts, our minds, and in some respects, it's even thinking for us. If you think about ChatGPT, if you think about artificial intelligence, some of the stuff it's doing is beyond imagination. I can't imagine my grandfathers and all our grandfathers, Jannah, that they would even think about that this kind of technology would come out. No chance at all. But if you look at the history of IT and where Pakistanis fit in, the very first computer virus was called Brain. And I don't know if you know, but it was actually created by two Pakistani brothers, Basit and Amjad Farooq Alvi, from Lahore. They didn't create it because they wanted to cause mayhem or cause any trouble, but they did it because they wanted to protect software. It was one of the very first, what we call now, I guess, you've got Norton as security, but these brothers from Pakistan, from Lahore, they had a small software shop, and they're the ones that created it. And from there, we move on. If you look at Salman Khan, not your favorite Bollywood actor, but if you think about Salman Khan, the Pakistani American, who's an author and founder of Khan Academy. It is one of the largest free online education platforms. Again, a Pakistani that's made that. So we have the talent. There's no doubt that Pakistan and Pakistanis have the talent. What we need is the opportunity. What we need is to give our fellow, Muslims, our brothers, our children, the opportunity to be able to move forward, educate themselves, and do better, not only for themselves, but their families, for their villages, and be able to develop in a positive way. We all know IT can also be negative, but that's part of our job to make sure that we are doing it in a positive way, in the right way. Another couple of examples I'll give you is a guy called Adil Zaidi, another Pakistani, who was instrumental in creating, I don't know if some of you watched it, there's a film called Avatar. It was a blockbuster around the world a few years ago, and Adil Zaidi was one of the graphic designers and a breakthrough in terms of what they were doing. And finally, if you look at the national system they've designed in biometrics identity with NADRA, there's 120 million people that they've got in that system. That's not easy to put in place, that's not easy to manage, and certainly the security, I can imagine there's a lot of organizations, individuals that want to try and penetrate that system to be able to break it and steal the identity. 120 million people's identity, you can make a lot of money out of that in the wrong way. So I think the conclusion for me is we have the brains, we have the abilities to be able to move forward and educate our children and our, as we call, Naslan coming forward. But we've got to do it by actually opening up, as the brother said earlier, our hearts. We've got to be able to spend that money. It's not easy. Nobody wants to give money. But Islam teaches us we need to be able to give and not fall in love with money. And if we give it, it will help us, help our families, help our loved ones. And that's what we want to do. I suspect they're not talking about food, but they're doing something over here. So I'll just conclude with that. I think a couple of people I do want to mention is one, the chairman, and also the general secretary. I don't know where he's hiding, but they have honestly worked tirelessly, certainly for the last few years, in trying to take things forward. Some of the stuff they've done with the local councils in Pakistan itself, and the stuff they're doing here is absolutely brilliant. And just a round of applause for them, please, if you don't mind. Thank you very much.